Welcome back to another Habs Summer Target with the hockey coach, Coach Frenchy, directly for the jungle and the Thailand. And on the great Thursday night, August 28, 2025. Hopefully an amazing, great day. Ready to talk about hockey with me? We're getting there. We're approximately 40, 41 days before the beginning of the season. Slowly, properly, the right way, we're going to get there. And of course, September is coming next week. So once September is coming, what happening, coach? But we have its fun things. First, we're going to have a rookie camp, the showcase camp, the main camp, exhibition game. That will carry on all the way to October. And then you're going to have the beginning of the season on the first week of October to the season 2025-2026. We still have a lot of hockey to talk about before we get there. And that's the reason we are back tonight, because we have a lot of things. First, the subject of the night. What you got, Coach, tonight? We have a big road. We'll talk about fun veterans for the Montreal Canadiens for the upcoming season. Why they are important for the Montreal Canadiens. What they can bring on the table for the Montreal Canadiens. And can they repeat the same season they did last year? And that's what we got. If you follow me every day, 7 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, I release a video about the Montreal Canadiens. Today, it was a video about the 100 points for Lane Hudson during his career. Marco Larrabee and notre ami Jim Beringer talk about the possibility or not for Lane Hudson get a season of 100 points. This is my second live stream in the jungle. We did a couple of modifications. I tried to fix my mic. And then, of course, I tried to fix the camera. I thought it was a light problem. It looked like it's a camera. We see, I did some tests. It was looking good, but I don't know yet. So I'm a little bit nervous about that. I need my camera to work very well. Not because I'm sexy man or I look great. It's because it's better to see my face in the light and not in the dark. But we'll see what's happening. We'll be back tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. for the fun Friday night. This is going to be not the last one, but the last one where we're going to have a fun format. Starting next week, we're going to launch the 6th season of the Hockey Nation. Can you believe it? 6 years. We don't still make a lot of money, but we're still there. So that's a good thing about this. We're still all alive. But we'll see. Next Tuesday is going to be the launch. Monday, we're going to Labor Day. People don't work. They're not here. We show up every single day. And then Wednesday, Marco is back with his new show. Will be very interesting to see that show with Marco the Wednesday. Jim Beringer is getting to have a special show with us for the upcoming year. It's going to look like the Monday. And during the time Enartap is not there, it will take the spot of the Sunday when Enartap be with us. Enartap, it will take Sunday, Jim the Monday, and Marco the Wednesday. But I'm not going to tell you everything because you have to wait Tuesday to know exactly what's going to happen for the 6th season of the Hockey Nation. And we met a lot of great friends during that time. And that's the reason we see all of you again here in the chat. We're talking about the moderator with a new emoji or a picture. Luciano is back in the house. Welcome back, Luciano. Hopefully your mom doing well. And hopefully you're doing well also, you and your family, and ready to rock and roll. Hockey is coming back, right? We get a little bit more excited about the upcoming season, but we have a lot of work to do. Inside the chat, I make two things. I pin the chat, right? And then ask you about the veterans, but also I ask you, do you prefer the show start at 8:30 or 9 o'clock? We try to maximize maybe a 90-minute next season, not 2 hours. Not because I don't want to do it. I'm pretty sure we're never going to do 90 minutes anyway. So, but is it better to start at 8:30 or 9 o'clock? I have no answer yet. 8:30 works, but 9 o'clock could work. I don't know if we lose more people after 10 or we have more people between 10 to 10:30, 8:30 to 9 o'clock. But we asked that question for the next 2, 3 nights. We're going to pick it up a couple of, answer for that question and see what would be the best for all of us. Not only me, guys. And tell them I can start at any time. If you want me to work at 4 o'clock a.m., I will do it. No big deal. Alors, Larry Lavallée back in the house from upside New York. Hopefully, the one Larry, he's not there yet. He still said, no, I'm not going to talk about Arizona yet. It's too early to prepare my suitcase to go in Arizona. The weather is still good over there, I believe. How Coach does well and correct live there for a year and 73. Yeah, it's talk, I think, with Luciano and Roger Bouchard. I talk my adjustment here. It's not easy. A lot of things, but one day at a time. I cannot complain, but I cannot say, wow, this is great on everything, because I wake up at 4 o'clock because the noise outside. But this is another way to learn and to appreciate what we got. So I miss the gym. Honestly, I miss the gym. It hit hard right now. That's the only thing I would say to you, what you're really missing. I don't really miss the cheese. I have the one here, and that's enough for me. And only second thing I would say I miss is the fact, like, everything was easy to take, to walk around. And that's I don't have here because I don't go nowhere. But that's what's happening. Mark Elliott, thanks so much, my friend Guy Mark, for all the support you did for the Hockey Nation. Guy, back in the house tonight. Guy, welcome back. Randy Walkman, the man with all the articles. Difficult to follow all your writing right now, Randy, but you do a great job. And you can share this on the Discord, guys. We have a Discord. And Randy, we did a second room under the big room, and we put a section about to create all the article, video, news, everything like that. So you can put this there, Randy is not bother the main conversation. So Randy, I suggest you to do it. I do this a lot for Jim and myself. Philip from Sherbrooke, back in the house tonight. Welcome back, Philip. Thanks to see you. Your video look excellent, Coach, from Roger from Vermont. Notre ami Zeph Lecave, directly from, I think it's Philippines or Vietnam, but good morning, happy Friday, Zeph. Gary, back in the house. I prefer 8 to 10, Gary. I like Roger, like 8:30. It's fun way to live there, Coach. You will see, buddy, but really nice people. Yeah, the people is great. They are early morning. It's a lot of fun thing, but it's positive. It's just, take a shower. It's not the same. Cold water. You have a bugs or you have a Kiko in the room. And it's good. It's going to be great. I have no doubt on my mind. LDP from Newfoundland is in the house tonight. Have a stat, LDP, tonight, guys. I did an overview or a preview of the team Utah today. And we have one stat. It would please LDP tonight. Pete Martin is in the house. No TV when you were there. Honestly, Larry, I have no TV yet. She did not have any TV here. And it's crazy when you think about this. Like, the kid, no TV here. But it let me understand the another side of Thailand. I came in Pattaya. It's all about tourists and women, everything like that. But here, I can understand now the other side. And I just wait for my TV show up here. But I learned to, without no TV right now. It's strange, but it is what it is. But we'll see. Here we go, guys. Let's give you a little bit more what's going on and an overview of everything. I'm always free for Q&A. I'll be around tonight, tomorrow. Sunday, we are back with a recap of the week and the beginning of September. So stay tuned for more information about that. Like we do when I'm alone, we're going to talk about the NHL news, the app news, the big role for this fun player for the Montreal Canadiens. We have the question of the night. We have the clash at the end. Well, we got two, Coach. We have a fun subject for the prediction for fun people. Like it's you have a turnover on the radio station in Montreal, the BPM, and then you have fun expert left and right, and I don't know Atlantic and on the daily off face off, and then you have fun people like that, and on the social media on the X account, there's people they are really smart, like they do all the kind of maths with the stat and everything and the number, and they do all this stuff, and they have a staff the prediction from one expert. So I'm going to talk about expert tonight, where they call expert or they are the credibility is about expert, but when you look about what the one they do things, it's like, really? Where is this guy? Why this guy is over that guy? So we're going to go a little bit more deeper about that, and then we're going to talk about the Montreal Canadiens prospect ranking, and we're going to have a great time together, like I do every night with all of you. Really happy to be with all, and hopefully you guys you enjoy to be with the Hockey Nation. So we'll see what's happening about this. No air conditioning. Oh, we have here, so that's not too bad. But I have a fan, but it's the house is bigger, right? And my condo, my last condominium, it was smaller. My first one was not too bad, but my second one was hot. I'll be honest with you guys, it was hot, and it was like, I know you're not going to say, Coach, are you kidding me? But my inside my condominium, it was around 30 to 32 Celsius, and I was feel good, not bad, not the best, but with a fan, it was not too bad. But here, I'm about 27, 28 without the fan. So I drop about 3 degrees and sometimes go at 26. And we are now a period where it's hot. So when I'm going to get the next couple of months, it's going to be cooler. So that's a good thing for me. Have a bigger, my office right now is about 10 by maybe 12 by 10 maybe. I set up still my grain behind me. But I would like to walk, stand up at some point, but we'll see. We are going to have an adjustment, adaptation, and everything. So will be interesting. Luc Fortin, welcome back, my friend. Everyone else, I think the app will still need Armia for this year. When you go down, let me know if SP Hotel is still there next to the train station. I will let you know about this, Larry. Um, some of you know I was going to the Black Menu. Now we have a monkey bar here, for what I heard from my friend Kenneth. So that's what happened about this one. So let's go here, guys, for the NHL news. Like I said, any question you have, don't hesitate about that. I don't know if I'm close or not about this. I feel like I'm ready to close. I think it's better that way. If you have any problem, guys, let me know. First of all, guys, I want to talk about something. And nothing happening, no signature, honestly. The Canada, USA are at the orientation camp. They have interview after that, but it's not the big deal. It's not like a busy day yesterday, but there was something to talk about. And I'm going to talk about Sven team tonight and the NHL news. But the Boston Bruins announced Charlie McAvoy will be ready for the upcoming season. We know after the Four Nation tournament, he missed a ton of the game. And it was really not good for the Boston Bruins to lose their best defenseman, McAvoy. And now he looked like he's ready for the upcoming season. Boston would need a McAvoy. It was not looking good last season. I don't see that team to make the playoff. This is a transition for the Boston Bruins. The departure of Chara, Bergeron, Krejcik, and Marchand now. This is a turnover for the Boston Bruins. Maybe not like the signature of some people, but we'll see what's happening for the Boston Bruins. So, again, this is a team I believe I don't see in the playoff for the upcoming season. They count, of course, David Pastrnak. The Golden Dust women have to be a better between the pipe for the Boston Bruins. Nicholas, back in the house, long time, my friend. I did not see you, my friend. Nicholas, glad to see you. Maybe Finland or Sweden. Coach from Pete, I watched your video. You present the last 3 seasons, a year percentage. I really like what I saw. I wonder if you ever present is here on the live stream. I can do that. Pete, honestly, we will. Next Wednesday night with Marco and Frank, we're going to do a presentation of the prediction for the Montreal Canadiens, and we reflect on that, Pete, the last couple of years, the improvement on different categories where to get better. So I said to you, yes, next Wednesday night, this is the night for that. Randy, how is your blogging going, Coach? Pretty good. I'm getting about 3, 4, 5 people respond for my Chicago Blackhawks. I like it. I do also the Edmonton Oilers. I did only one so far, but it's all new there. But I really like it. They work with the Oilers, work with the software is called Valtex. Very easy. The WordPress is not too bad at all, but I like it. It make me a couple of, writing is one thing, and but for me, it's more about searching. So I don't want to be only a guy write words. So I'm looking always for stats, for the difference, everything like that. So that's make me a little bit more searching, but that's helping me anyway on my YouTube channel. So it's not like negative when I do that, but I just don't want to say, like I did yesterday, the preview of Tyler Bertuzzi. But it's good for me because I'm not only looking for Bertuzzi, what he do with the Chicago Blackhawks, but I gave him a different stat. Why he did 23 goals. 10 of the 23 goals on the power play. 20 of his 23 goals are in front of the net or the high danger. So I could said nothing about that. So I went to the NHL Edge, and then I get those stats. So I believe I do a good job for those areas, but I cannot compare to anybody. It's all new for me. I never pissed my life to write, and honestly, I do the translation after that from AI, from English, and that's pretty much what I do. So that's what I'm doing about this one. Great news on the return of NRTAP. Yeah, it's coming very soon, NRTAP. Calgary Flames, talking about the Randy Walkman. The Calgary Flames, there's this news get out the last 48 hours now. Came for the captain, Michael Backlund. And, Ramis Anderson is on a final year contract. The Calgary did 96 points last year. Better what they expect, and we have to give credit for the goaltender, Dustin Wolf and Vladar. That's the reason they did that. Secondly, they are one of the worst teams on the goal for. But overall, they could win the game 2-1, 3-2, very tight game. But when you look about their roster and what's coming, and you're very questionable about what it would be the next for them. They're not going to be a rebuild team, but you have to retool. I think Greg Conroy tried the GM, tried to figure out that. So you have one big piece of the puzzle. It's Ramis Anderson. He's going to be traded at the trade deadline. He's a right defenseman, so everybody in the NHL would like to get a right defenseman. Now you can say, okay, we can go with Nashville, Chicago, but they're not going to trade their first round pick for Ramis Anderson. Like any team on the top 10 are not going to give that pick to the Calgary Flames. So Calgary Flames have to deal with every team between 20 to 32. So I look around and I think if Ramis Anderson got traded at the trade deadline, that team need to be in the playoff. That team missing a right defenseman. And they are the 5 team I believe they could trade for Ramis Anderson, their first round pick, and they can trade also a prospect with that trade. That's my opinion. I think Tampa Bay Lightning could sign a long-term Anderson. Carolina are good on the left side, but not great on the right side. And then the Washington, now he said, yeah, they had John Carlson. I agree, but Carlson is 35, 36 years old. Vegas Golden Knight. We don't know if Pietrangelo is going to returning in NHL. That will be a good additional player for them. And then McNabb is coming to be tired. And Theodore play on the right side, but he should be on the left side. The Dallas Star, this team is built on the left side defenseman. We talk about Arley and Eskinen. We have Eskinen play on the right side, but still, it's a team who love to add an additional right defenseman. They are, in my opinion, 5 teams are really looking for Ramis Anderson. Randy is in that chat. Maybe he can share with me a little bit more ideas about that. But that would be the one I believe could be happen for that one. So don't forget, guys, to click on the like if you don't mind. It'd be great. Flores now. Yes, Mark. For that, guy, I'm going to be selling T-shirt logo on the shirt. Is screw the leave. Go, Habs, go. Here we go. Rumor for Anderson is that Vegas is the destination. At least that's what we said here in Sweden right now. Here we go. I think that will happen more at the trade deadline, Nicholas, but we'll see. Next one to talk about, guys, is a bigger impact. Who do you think will have a bigger impact for the team? Nicola Heller or JJ Peterka? Peterka is going to play with the team Utah. Got trades on the summer for Kessel Ring and Sean Down, and not Sean Down, his son. And then Eller signed a UFA, left the departure, he left the Winnipeg Jet for the Canada Hurricane. Who do you feel is going to be a bigger impact? Is it Carolina going to be better, or is it the Utah are going to be better? Ron with King, welcome back. Gary Conroy, welcome back. Of course, Kenneth is in the house tonight. Have a great conversation with Kenneth. Kenneth leave about approximately 90 minutes for me, maybe 2 hours for me. And he's been here for 17 years, I believe. And he built a kind of farm, everything. I learned a lot from him, and he did a really good job, guys. You have a paradise over there. I don't know I can do it here, but we'll see. We'll see. Can I go with Peterka? Roy, happy Friday, my friend Roy. Hopefully you're doing well, Roy. We miss you, buddy. Hopefully we can talk more together. LDP talk about Peterka might get 50. Interesting. Those are the team coach. Yep, Randy. LDP, I don't know 50, but I think he can get a 30, 35 goal. For that, Peter August knocked the door, LDP again. And we have Peter August. Welcome back, everybody. Talking about Peter August, guys, we have fantasy hockey. We're looking for GM. We have the Discord. Join the Discord. It's a little bit slow in the Discord right now because, the hockey is not always there. But we have always conversation, like Ron bring the conversation, Adrian Campe. How much money you going to get? I just respond to him in the chat. But that's a place we can sharing 24 hours per day. Morning, afternoon, night, because I have a different time. Yeah, someone always can respond to you. Marco is active, Ron, me, and many others. So don't forget to have any questions to let me. The next news is about the new head coach. I think I have 9 different head coach. Adam Foote, example, with the Vancouver. But I want to talk about 2 different coach. Joel Kenville with Anaheim Ducks and Mike Sullivan with the New York Rangers. Who is going to have a bigger impact? Who do you think have a better year at the end of the season, 25-26? Is it Joel Kenville with Anaheim Ducks or Mike Sullivan with the New York Rangers? And I think for me, it's really going to be Anaheim. I don't know why. I feel different about the New York Rangers. And people tell me Juan Miller show up last year, the Rangers get better, and Zibanejad have a better year, and the injury did not help them, and the locker room was not good, everything like that. I still believe that team is not there yet. I still believe that team is on the transformation. They trade Grader, Trouba, Capo. They lost Miller. I don't know. I don't have no feeling for them. I don't have that good feeling about the Rangers. The Anaheim Ducks is different. Kenville show up right now at the right time. Uh, their core on the defenseman is going to be one of the best in the NHL. Their top six looking great. This is a team with Leo Carlson, McTavish. They already have Troy over there, Color Gauthier, Matigov on the defenseman, Zellweger on the defenseman, and I can go all the way like that. And now they have a good, great goaltender, Dostal, between the pipe. This is a team just getting better and better and better, I think. But would be really interesting what could happen. Rangers challenge playoff for Randy. Peter Maurice Sullivan will have a better year for Kenneth. Peter Kenville, better year. Remember, he started the change in Florida to lead the where they are now. Randy go to the Rangers, I believe, and Coach Q for Ron. Rangers trade a lot of leaders. Gary, you're right. No Leaf fans, hello on the Discord, please. The channel. I'm interested on who hired the board at the board. Yeah, good one about that, Kenneth. Who's going to be the first head coach fire? I remember we talked about the Nashville Predator, but someone talked about another one. I cannot remember, but that will be someone. I'm pretty sure he's going to return in NHL. What did you said that, Gary? That's not what you said a couple of days ago about Luciano. Question runner is what happening where the coach key did not happen? Does he win the cup with Florida? We're never going to know that. He did it with Chicago Blackhawks. Two great coach in NHL, Maurice and Kenville. So I think possible, but I cannot guarantee that. I think for me, and as someone said, Matt, for me, it's all about Zito. Zito is really the one make it fun right there. About that, Mark Luciano Randy, and we have news here, guys. The Pittsburgh Penguins. Like I do right now, guys, I'm doing an all its fun overview NHL team. The Pittsburgh Penguins are going to have 3 first-round pick next year. I know Frank is not there. Maybe he's here. I don't know. But Pittsburgh on a transformation. Like him or not like him, I think Dubas does a better job right now with Pittsburgh like he did with Toronto Maple Leafs. Now he had 3 first-round pick this year. All summer we talk about Crosby, Malkin, Letang, Ross, and Raquel. They still have those assets. He has assets to make a lot of trade at the traded line to get a lot in return. It's not perfect. It's far to be perfect. But this is a team could be down for 2 years and then turn around. That said, they have 3 picks next year, and the last 10 years they have only 3 first-round picks. That's pretty crazy when you think about that. But we'll see what happening. What could make that change? But we'll see. And finally, guys, before we move for the Montreal Canadiens, I want to give you an overview, guys, of Utah. So I like numbers. I like numbers. I wish, I don't know, become an engineer in maths about sport. But I completely mess up. I was not smart enough at school. Anyhow, the team Utah, the prediction is 93 points for the upcoming season. Is it good enough to make the team the playoff and the Western Conference? 96 last year was not good enough. But we'll see what could happen for the upcoming year for the team Utah. This is a huge season, by the way, for them. That said, the goal again, a power play, and PK, it was in the middle, on the middle pack in NHL. 17, 16, 20, 14. It's nothing big. But it's not good when you're always in the middle pack. So you have to go a little bit more deeper. What is right or is wrong with the team Utah? They played 21 games in the overtime last year. 21 of them. They missed the playoff for a couple of points. But the record was bad. 8-13 on overtime, 1-4 and shootout. Imagine if you give them 13-8. That gave them 5 points, and maybe they make the playoff. They lose 24 games by 1 goal, if I can recall it. But what is really interesting for LDP is we always not laughing, but we always said Buffalo Sabres never made the playoff for 14 years. But look the situation with Utah. They made the playoff only one time in the last 14 years. But when they make it, it was the year of everybody made the playoff at the COVID year playoff time. Like Montreal did it, and they made the final. That's the only time Arizona, Utah made the playoff. They are on the same boat as the Buffalo Sabres. So LDP, if you can feel a little bit better now, you say, oh, we're not only my team now. I have the team Utah on the same situation with us. So I just want to share it with you. One thing is very important about the team Utah. At the beginning of the third period, it was lead 27 times. And the record is only 16-8-3. The fourth worst NHL by losing their lead at the beginning of the third period. It's not a big deal, coach. It is, because when you make if you want to make the playoff, 2-3 points, 2-3 wins change completely the standing at the end. Now, if you Chicago or San Jose, not big deal. But a team like Utah, Montreal Canadiens, Islanders maybe, St. Louis Blues, those teams try to make the playoff, but this is what is very important. The one thing they did very well, like the Montreal Canadiens, a little bit better. The goal again improved a ton the last 4 years. 313 to 299 to 274, and now 247. I missed the 247 for you guys. So they dropped approximately 60 goals in the last 4 years. Why? It's easy, guys. They got Sergachev, Durzi. The defense is really better today than it was a couple of years ago. And that will helping more and more for them for the upcoming. And finally, one of the most underrated players in NHL for me is Clinton Keller. Keller, 252 points in the last 3 seasons. He's right now we have a new subscriber, Tiger, the subscriber. I don't know, this is right there now. But that said, Keller, for me, is one of the best players in NHL. Like I said, 90 points last year, 252 points the last 3 years. He is the 15th most point the last 3 seasons. Only player like Tresalo, McDavid, Kucherov, Kaprizov are in front of him. So the team Utah, for me, is going to be a really interesting team for upcoming season. Is it good enough to make the playoff, coach? I don't know. But I think this is something to follow. RG Calabo is in the house tonight. Opening night, a high school football game tonight. The Woodridge went 38-0. A destroy machine. The Woodridges. Congratulations on that one. I never understand, announcer said, and conference win loss mean more. They all count the same. For that, Marco, no, I hate them for Luciano. And don't forget, guys, to click on the like if you don't mind. It'd be great. Here we go, guys. Time to talk about the Montreal Canadiens. First, the Lane Hudson showtime. Here we go, guys. Watch Lane Hudson on the drill, stick angling, edge skating. Unbelievable. Here we go. Leonardson. I think he was for Bayer. But here we go. Look his moving. Look his hands. Look his turnover. Quick speedorama right there. Move the puck between cones. All the way there. Jumping over. Look, he never going to lose the puck. It's just unbelievable. Look, second game right there. Here we go. That's a solid hockey player. You have to get credit about this for Leonardson. So again, this you're going to inside out, turn around, and then coming back to the goalie. But again, I just want to sharing with you guys a little bit the zigzag of the Lane Hudson. When you watch this, guys, and Roger is sharing with me today, you just get excited for the upcoming year. You have to try. You have to believe on this kid. Like Marco is a little bit. Marco is not negative. Um, I cannot say that to Marco. Marco is really cautious. I think Marco is scared of the Montreal fall next year. It's not like bad when I said that, but I just said for me, uh, people say, "Oh, second year, Leonardson going to be a difficult time." It could happen, but the kid is so amazing. Whatever he has 50 points for me, if he does all the move like that all the time and he's just excited to watch, it's good for me. Winning is great, but the most important thing we want as a fans is to be have a game where it's excited. There's something to watch, and not a boring game. You can lose 5-4, so what? Yeah, you get upset because you lose. But if you have a 9 goal, it's fun. Turnover, momentum switch, back and forth, great play. Remember, like 3 years ago, you know, we was all excited about Arbor Jekai and Sakaski. Before that, it was Cole Caulfield. And then we switched now to Lane Hudson. Now, this year, we have Evan Demidov, and you can add Zachary Bolduc too. That's just put more juice to watch. Not only now Hudson, you can watch Demidov, you can watch Sakaski, you can watch Caulfield, you can add Patrick Laine too. So you have a lot of things to watch this year for the upcoming season. But we'll see. Billy is in the house on that one. This is the most exciting I've been about Canadian. Here we go, Kenneth. GF Hudson is like 8 he cannot put on 30 years. Yeah, I agree with you about this GF. He cannot add more at this, maybe a 5-10 pounds, but that's pretty much what he can do for that one. Here we go, guys. Going to hit a little bit more. Talking about him. Let's talking about Demidov. Let a rumor talk all the time that can Demidov play on the first line with the Montreal Canadiens? Can he play with Cole Caulfield and with Nick Zuski? That said, is it good, better, if to move Demidov on the first line and you put Sakaski on the second line? I want to hear from you in the chat. Tell me what you're feeling about that. Then I'm going to maybe add more comments behind that statement we heard on the social media. I don't know where I pick all of my stuff, but that's happening. Jerry from Maryland is in the house tonight. Welcome back, Jerry. It wait until we up a 5-1 with 10 seconds left in the game 7 final. Jump in the back wagon for that one. Jeff, again, welcome back. Coach, remember how negative you were about the app after the playoff. Glad to see you almost received now. I don't remember. I was really negative. I don't think so. I was maybe more realistic, but negative, no. I don't think so. Peter, Aaron just came in. A crazy football trade today. Yes, the Cowboy trade to the Packers. I know my football. Got 3 new bottles of water. Don't need to go 7-Eleven. I don't have, guys, this with me. But imagine, guys, imagine this. The water you buy somewhere, Costco, Walmart, like a big blue transparent bottle, of water. Not a small one, not the big one, but the big one, the good one you put on the machine, you turn around. You know what I'm talking about? So I don't know how much it costs in Canada, US anymore. I have no clue. I don't know if you want to get better water, you buy that big and you turn around in the machine. I don't know if that exists anymore, but I know. I just give you a visual about that. And I don't know how much it costs in USA or Canada. But here, I want to fill up this bottle, this big thing, and I put the money in the machine. The cost, 13 baht. Hey, 13 baht. So 13 baht is approximately 30 cents, the bottle. So that was about this. Nicholas said Dimdab is going to take a spot on the first line and due time. The kid is per world class. Sakaski will not produce without Ziski Caulfield. If they take him off at first line, might as well put him on the third line and Budzik second line. For N26, welcome back. But John, not good for NFL for that one. Good question about this. You are actually pay for the plastic, Iggy. Dimitrov could fit on the first line. Here's my reaction about that. First of all, Sakaski, Caulfield, and Suzuki do well together. You cannot tell me that line is not good. I don't have no stat in front of me, but if you put line by team on the 32 team, I think the Montreal Canadiens are at least top 15. I could be wrong. I knew you had to look. This come on my head right now. But what is the impact of Sakaski with Caulfield is key? And what is fun if you put Demidov on Suzuki and Caulfield? Here, my point of view, why I would not do it. $6.99 for a big save for that bottle. For me, guys, the difference for me is about Caulfield 5'7", Suzuki 5'11". Now you add a player like Demidov, 6 foot only. But who is the hunter? Who is going to forecheck? Who is going to try to pick up the puck in the corner? Every good line have a prototype of the players like a hunter. The success of Kucherov, Point, Stamkos is always been because of Palat. The success of McDavid and Tressadol, Hyman is the guy pick up the puck. You always have one specific player to do the dirty job. Now you're going to tell me, yeah, but Sakaski don't do this yet. He's still young. But the next 2-3 years, Sakaski is going to be heavy on the ice. For me, I believe right now, it's better advantage to bet Sakaski on the first line at Demidov. The time will tell us, the time could change, and it could be different things. But if you want to hear me, I believe for me, it's a better matchup to put Sakaski with Caulfield Suzuki at Demidov. Sakaski is Caulfield is Suzuki. That's what I said that went on. But I think It could be something. This is just me. I don't think Dimdov is all that until he fix some certain things. I cannot look at him at that special. Dimdov first line, Bolduc second line, Sakoski third line makes sense to me for Luc. You don't put all your eggs in the basket. Dimdov will make his own line to make a two-top line. Yeah, again, nothing against the Toronto Maple Leafs, you know me, but they have two different lines. Edmonton tried to split McDavid and Tresado on the two line. Best team tried to have two solid line. Look, Lekonen does with McKinnon. Lekonen does a dirty job for them. That's what I believe on that. Dan love see video of the Appler on the ice, Dimidov, Hudson, special lining, along with all those other Evan Doc. Yes, Dan. Butch back in the house. Welcome back, Butch. Dallas Cowboy was horrible. One person got hurt. They have a quarterback who cannot perform. Big game. Well, on say, Coach, look, Dan and Antoine about that. So that will be interesting what the Montreal is going to do. But yes, take your time with Dimidov. You have to show to the NHL everything what it look like, adaptation, adjustment with the speed, the physicality. I see this is a plus to have Dimidov on the second line. Let's talk about Bolduc on the second line. I'm not disagree with you at all. I'm not sure Sakoski on the third line. That's the only thing I would be disagree with you, look. But we'll see. Don't be surprised on the after September. One use will go get a second because of dealing price. I don't see that at all, Peter. Hopefully he will do it, but who he can get and why he would get, what would be the cost of that? Remember, guys, Carolina, they have many teams are looking for a second center in NHL. The cost will be high. But we'll see. For that, people are forgetting Sakoski. One from minor straight into the NHL is normally need to work harder than more progress. One is a training camp starting 13, 15. I think it's the 22nd or 23rd. Come on my mind right now, Dan. I could be off about 1 or 2 days, Dan. Who will do that on the line with said Doc, Liney, and Dimidov at the end? You know what? Could be Doc. Could be Doc. We do that. 6'4", Liney 6'5". To have a dedicated player whose job is only be on the corners most of the time. I cannot wait. Run Mark Doc is monster 1 year. And to use a true second line center, he will need to trade someone does not want to. But many teams don't have the asset Montreal has. No, but something have for sure. Here we go. You want to talk about this, guys? About this one. I agree or disagree? We talk about second center. N26 talk about N26 talk about a trade. You have to pay something. Are you agree or disagree to trade Jacob Fuller for a second center? Here we go. Are you agree or disagree with that? It really depends. It's no second word getting is here, but next year free agent class could solve the problem for Mark. It really depends how much skill you got and what type of play you want from a specific line for Nicholas. Price won't be traded. No one need to get to the floor. Joseph. Sometimes, Joseph, it's not about the floor. It's about leverage, Joseph. So, That's changed completely. I don't want to talk too much about salary cap. I just said, Joseph, sometimes that it's not only the bottom can get carry price. You think Doc is a guy to do the forecheck? I think not. Um, he can play physical, Gary. If you look about his number, the hit per game average, it's not bad at all. Um, I think for me, he is the guy can pick it up left and right. No keep follow will not be enough, but no mark. Suprême, pourquoi en anglais tu as tellement un accent rendu là? C'est vraiment compliqué à t'expliquer ça, Suprême. La seule chose que je vais te dire, la chaîne a commencé il y a 5 ans, 6 ans. C'était en anglais. Donc, j'ai participé avec ça. Puis la personne qui l'a commencé, il a parti. Puis j'ai continué à le faire en anglais. Puis ça n'a pas fait beaucoup de... Il y a toujours des personnes comme toi qui posent des questions comme ça. 99% des gens, ils acceptent mon anglais de ce côté-là. Donc, en général, c'est pas si pire. This is a great follower is a keeper. Second center can wait. Better to keep Jacob just in case he rise later in his career as a superstar goalie. I'm not sure on follower gay. That team will need a goalie. Maybe they already have a follower get the second line center. What did Nashville get for Askarov? Yeah, not bad. Joe Thornton was his 5th year before breaking out, Billy. I'm sorry, but I have zero faith in Doc. Evan played a good game this year. Merci beaucoup, Mr. Suprême. Ça nous fait plaisir. J'espère que tu vas venir. Je ne savais pas ça, Coach Guy. Yeah, Guy, Michael DiVillano and myself, we started the show like 6 years ago. We'll go talk about this next Tuesday. But it was only a morning live stream at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock. It was painful. Not many people, but you have to start somewhere. The trade proposal is very specific. There are many options. Does not have to be follower. No, I don't say you have to put follower. My question was about, do you trade Jacob Fowler to get Mason McDavid? Example, a prototype like him. 24 years old, established NHL, has a good center, average 50%. Thinking in the next 4 years, do you think Montembeault and Tobesh could be better at Fowler? I have no answer for that. The Montreal know more at what you know about Fowler, honestly, for that. But is it? Yeah, this question is more deeper. I'd only say yes or no. Is it the right timing right now to get a second center? Is it very important for the Montreal to get a second center right now? Is it an urgency? Or they can deal one more year with Newhook, Doc, Villano, Bolduc, whatever they are. And keep Fowler, Rebecca, Michael Edge in the picture for one more year and to reevaluate everything at the end of the season to know exactly what is the future of Kirby Doc, Alex Newhook, and the development of different other assets they have to get that kind of second center. McCann right now could be available, but this is what you have to ask. The second center is on the roster. Why not? And never to never or will I maybe take and make the verse for Fowler a run. Francis, coach, do you think if Ken Hughes find a second star, he will block? He could trade the edge possibility. He would take a big name for that, Francis. Mason McDavid could be, but yeah, two players I believe Montreal will not going to trade right now is Ray Backer and Michael Edge. In my opinion. You can add Jacob Fowler too, but why so much Ray Backer? He didn't prove anything. You're right. But because they have the only one on the right defenseman right now, the right defenseman prospect is getting low because of Logan Mailloux. Kovacevic left last year. So they lost two players on the right side. And the prospect on the right side, it's Ray Backer. And then you have to go all the way to Konishkov. He's going to be signed until 2027. That's the reason maybe they not want to trade Ray Backer. Michael Edge, they really like the kid. And I think I will not make any move from right now to see really what Michael Edge is going to do within NCAA. Michael Edge is going to have a best. Who's going to be on the first line. He's going to have a lot of TOI. Big year for him. Montreal have a lot of expectation for Michael Edge, but we have to see that. But we'll see. Francis, okay, Nicolas, welcome. Mark, we know our urgent is to get a second after the first 10-15 game. Not a bad point marker. Grain goes. Welcome in the chat for the first time. N26, Cooley and Edge get a good second line. Center you need to be brave to get a second line. You will trade. Interesting. N26 will trade Caden Cooley. In my opinion, Nick Suzuki, Evan Demidov, Lane Hudson, and Caden Cooley are the players untouchable right now for the Montreal Canadiens. This is what I believe they are. Now you can mention other names, Sakoski but no. Nick Suzuki, center number 1. Eben Demidov is your best prospect in Montreal Canadiens. Lane Hudson, no one have a Lane Hudson. And then Caden Cooley, Montreal have no close. I Caden Cooley and you line up. If you trade Caden Cooley right now, guys, you make a big hole inside of the defenseman core. If you have other players like Caden Cooley, Nicholas, I agree with you. For me, you never trade. You remember Butch, welcome. Of course, appreciate a lot. Appreciate a lot for that. I don't know what this the super chat it pop up right there. But it's very interesting. Christian Marchand, what about Ekstrom? Adam Ekstrom is one really underrated, I believe. Great question, by the way. Welcome in the chat. I love Ekstrom since he played in Sweden for the last couple of years. I follow him a lot. He's stuck in the funnel of the Montreal Canadiens on the left side, but I want to see him one more year in Laval. This kid can play on the both sides of the on the right and the left. He work hard, good skater. Decision making is pretty good. A good shot, very offensive, defensive, more complete player in my opinion. He need to work more on the physicality. Of course, it's not perfect, but I think for me, it's good. He could be a really solid. I'll compare to you guys, and I know it's come on, coach. But Adam Ekstrom could be, in my opinion, a Brett Kulak in NHL. Just give you a compare that. Imagine Brett Kulak. I feel like Adam Ekstrom could be that player. Good question, by the way. Roger Delaney, welcome. Don't forget, everybody, to click on the X. Your answer for the link for a second is no, not at this time. Yeah. Look, I think you're right about this. I feel the same way like you. One thing make the strength of the Montreal is a fully packed mentality. Francis, yeah, the locker room is good for that one. I didn't say I would trade Galley. It will be who team would them. Oh, okay, I apologize for that one. And 26. Yeah, Will Edge. Okay, I got it now. I'll go back a little bit higher. Thanks to clarify and Nicholas, not Nicholas, but N26. Will Edge be better que McDavid in the end of the opinion? Ah, that's a good one. The best answer I would say to you, Nicholas, is Mr. McDavid is going to be a better complete player, and Michael Edge is going to be a little bit more offensive players. I think on the face-off, McDavid will be better. On defensive zone cover will be better. On the physicality will be better. But Michael Edge is going to be good on the offensive side. Can he improve the other side of the game? I don't know yet. We have to see this year. But a great point, great comments. Great point, Gary, also. You do not trade for other period. Collet is the first leader, and the Montreal defense should be giving A now. The service gone. And 26, I agree with you. Ça sent la coupe, Pete Martin. Here we go. So this is a bit of one. The next one guy I want to talk about this is just a suggestion. I don't see this happening, but I think your name nobody talk about all summer. All summer, we never talk about him. We always said Sammy Blais, Joe Veleno, Owen Beck, Kapanen, some mention Florent Jekai about to be the 13th forward or to be a part of the forward for the Montreal Canadiens. That said, guys, we forget one name, Belzile. Belzile is about 30 years old. Was with the New York Rangers organization before he was with the Montreal and the Laval Rocket. I don't said, I'm not thinking, guys, oh, coach said Belzile make the Montreal Canadiens. The only thing I said is this part. Don't forget Belzile at the training camp. The 13th forward has the guys can sacrifice and be around with the team if something happens. I'll be shocked Montreal start the season with 23 roster. I'll be shocked Montreal have 14 forward, 7 defensemen, or 13 forward and 8 defensemen. I'll be shocked to see that. I think Montreal go 13-7, plus 2 goalie, 22. That's my perception. That said, the 13th player is the spot of Michael Pesetta. Maybe Sammy Blais bring young, maybe a little bit younger, a little bit more physical. But Sammy Blais did not play in NHL for over 1 year. Oh yeah, great playoff in American Hockey League with Abbotsford. I know that. But it's fun between stay in NHL game after game. I don't say Belzile will make it. But is it more advantageous to take 2 players like them over a Kapanen, a Beck? For me, a Beck, a Kapanen have to be on the top 12. I don't want Kapanen, Beck sit on the 13. I want them to be Laval and to learn more and to develop more and to improve more and play more. Power play, PK, blah, blah, blah. But I just bring that. No, but we have other better choice. Mark. That's who we have, Mark. What about Jake Evans, play second center? Jake Evans, center is couple of game, Jerry, I'm okay. But the role of Jake Evans fit well on the bottom on different ways. Example, if you use Jake Evans on second line and you use it on the PK, and now you have penalty, everything on that, when you come back, you don't want to play on the PK and come back with that line right away. You like to come back with a PK with your full line, like Sakaski, Caulfield, and Suzuki. If you can get Baldzuk, Demidov, and Liney don't play on the PK, or you get Baldzuk, Doc, and Liney, you prefer to have 2 lines on your PK, don't play, so have fresh leg, and you can respond right away after a PK. That's a bit deep on the coaching style, but that's what I believe of it. Belzil is still alive, yeah. He signed a contract with Laval Rocket. It's important to get a second line center coach, but not at the expense of Fuller. Great point. Francis Valenot seems to have the tool to complete Demidov critically if he can get there. You're going to laugh at me right now, I know. Because coach sometimes he does all the crazy, he said a lot of crazy stuff. They have not much difference between Joe Villano and Jake Evans. In my opinion. What? Come on, coach. No. All of them, 30-point maximum in NHL. 13 goal maximum in NHL. Jake Evans gave you face-off percentage. Joe Villano bring a little bit more speed, but skill-wise. But Kenny Carrion, a second line, never did it. He stayed on the fourth line. He tried a couple of times with the Detroit on the third line. He's a bottom six, Joe Villano. Like Jake Evans. Pure game, okay. Regular, no. Jake Evans is a bottom six, in my opinion. If I remember, Calgary Flames did pretty good in Montreal a couple of years ago when he got on the big team. Now, when you think about this more now, about that, Jordan, welcome in the house. Peter said Brazil is here again. We absolutely need Albert Jekai for now. Pete Martin, Detroit, 2 years. Larry, I always said to you guys, is it better to have Lucas Condoda over Brazil? Can Condoda become the 13th players right there with the Montreal Canadiens? I don't know. The solutions may be Blair, that's all. I just want to share with you a couple of different options the Montreal have for that players. Collet is almost undouchable. Great point. Julien, welcome back in the house. Will Smith practice face off with Patrice Bergeron. Good news for New Hook. We wish the best for Alex New Hook could be the answer, but Mark does not like. I never run, but everyone, if you are, it's okay. I like coach. I'll take. Sorry to hear the negative people, but are too loud. Not like Abel for instance. PS is in the house. Welcome back. Everything. I'll go a little bit more up and down. If Roger can be the top four in the infantry, make a career medicine available for 20. I agree with you in 26 on that one. So that gave you guys a little bit fun thing right here. Which Montreal Canadiens players will set a new career high and point this year? Do you have a specific player you can have maybe 2, 3, 4? Do you think Suzuki can get 90 points? Do you think Caulfield can get over 70 points? Do you think Sakaski can get over 52 points? Do you think Balzer can get 40 points? Do you think Newhook can get 40 points? What about Liney? Can he get back? Well, that would be fun for Liney, but still. Can Hudson reach over 66 points? Any player you thinking could have his highest number of point career in one regular season, let me know in the chat. If Reberger can be the top 3, that's great. 34 would have to be a player that was willing to accept that role. Yes, Peter. Can Sammy Bless said better to play here around the Montreal Canadiens and play in American Hockey League, make more money? The only game Montreal won and the playoff was one Arbor was put on the roster. Washington took note. Peter Martin. Hudson, top 3, Guy. Demidov, Sakeski, and Wildcard here. Josh Anderson, carry high point. Wow, Jordan. I think Anderson's what, 37 point? 35 point? I believe. Let me check here. If I have to guess, I would say 37 point or 34 point for Josh Anderson, but Oh no, I'm completely wrong. 47 points. Wow. His highest number with Montreal, 32 points. But 47 points, completely forget that one. Josh Anderson. Yeah, Demidov, New Hook. Caulfield gets 70 points a plus, Larry. Mark Anderson, we have a carry high. Yeah, I hope. Mark Sakeski, if he plays 27 games or more, 25 goals for his 65 points, that would be a good one. Nicholas, go with Cooley. Ken Cooley is, I think, is 20 something. More. PS, have the team will have a carry high. Whoa, PS. Whoa, PS. I think Johnson isn't getting some veteran respect on the playoff really motivate him to have a good season. Sakeski will have a career high. Lafleur came up to the big and the year's number 5. Talking about what you think about this, guys, is yeah, Montreal Canadiens, in my opinion, I see Sakeski Caulfield. If New Hook play on the second line full time with Liney and Demidov, I can see that. And the next is Hudson. I really like Blair Randy. Healthy Dak would be way over 38 with Demidov. Yeah, Francis, that center, Doc on your hook, could be that players, honestly. Francis. Can we do a start bench, a cut? It's not about Montreal Canadiens. And but if you have a choice, Celebrini, Bedard, Mishkov. Start, bench, a cut. Who are they? Who do you start? Who do you put on the bench? And who do you said, go get heat hot dog? Look, Fortin, so I guess you get 55, 60 points. Yeah, that would be my feeling. Look, I agree with you about this. For that, but it was big on this. Which app would have the biggest setback? Good question, Peter. Could be Gallagher. Pete Martin with precision intended by the coaching staff to use him as a center. Pete, yeah. Do you think a team will consider a third goalie on the roster? Montreal, not this year. I think the CBA did not mention that at all. I would love to have a rover players, but not many teams really want to get 3 goalies. The only thing could happen, Randy, is a team does not want. If the team does not want to lose a goalie on the waiver. A deck that need a good season, so 5 game, 22 goals, 36, 60 points. Yeah. And 26, I think it's a little bit high, but I can understand your point of view. I think 50 points for me would be good, and 26. Start Celebrini, bench, Bedard, a cut Mishkov, Jordan. Start Celebrini, bench, Bedard, a cut Mishkov, Peter, too. Start Celebrini, bench, Bedard, a cut Mishkov. Interesting. Run also. Sound like it. If he improve, then it really be an asset. Have a great long weekend, Hockey Nation. Catch you all the next one. All right, Butch. Good night, buddy. Easy question tonight, Coach. Bedard, Mishkov et Celebrini, PS. Wow. I'll be. I knew it would come that way. People would put Mishkov out. If you ask me that, my answer is going to be Celebrini, Mishkov, et Bedard. Thanks again, Butch. So that would be the one I will go there. Celebrini, Mishkov, et Bedard. Next one. I know I hope Gary Cornoyer is in the chat right now. Gary, if you're still there, say hi to me. Because when I said that, I said, I need to bring this to Gary Cornoyer tonight. Because you guys, you're going to see something you did not think it would happen. If you don't know who is Jeff J. Fresh, he is an expert, mathematic, you know, with kind of maths, calculate, data, blah, 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 put this together, stir the pot, and you get that. That said, every year he make a prediction. Here we go. Gary is here. So, Gary, be ready on that one. Every year he make a prediction for the standing at the end of the year. Here we go. So you get that one, guys. If you go straight to the Montreal Canadiens, he put the Montreal Canadiens at the bottom of the Atlantic with 82 points. He put Detroit on the 84 points. And then Boston, Buffalo, Ottawa, Florida 99, Toronto 100, and Tampa Bay are the winner of the Atlantic Division. This shocked to me. If you got about Atlantic Division, this is where I believe this is a woof. Montreal 82 points. On the Metropolitan, the New Jersey number 1. I wish Jim can see that. He would be happy to see that at 104 points. The Rangers got 93 points. The Pittsburgh 84 points. I know. You're going to tell me, Coach, come on. But it is what it is. On the Central, Utah is number 3. Not much surprise on the Central. A little bit low for Minnesota, but it's not a surprise on the Central. On the Pacific, Vancouver, 98 points. I'm shocked to see that. I don't know who you think about this, but let me know. This was very freaking out, Coach Frenchy. When I see that, I surprise, honestly. On that one. No way. Boston and Buffalo finish ahead of Montreal. Billy Jeffrey is a Fortino sell clothes. Buffalo will never be over Montreal. Run by Luciano. Okay, right behind a car. This what is really interesting is about. It's not a Clay Bay, by the way. I'm telling you right now, he is well known in hockey expert data analytics. Like he's been this for years after years. He answered for the people by this way. His program gave him that result. He not said he's a good, he's a great. He said, I put a program, a formula, and that gave me this every year. I did not look for last year. He did not bring this. But when I said that yesterday, I was like, oh my God, this is going to be interesting. Then I checked all the comments under, and he got slammed by people like Montreal, Pittsburgh. Like he was slammed by some people for that one. This guy calculator is broken. Where is his base? Avancé Analytique, Christian Marchand, here we go. Some people know more about GF, guys, and I'm not do this guy against him. It was not the purpose of this at all. What I was trying to share is a little bit my feeling when I said that. I know him. I invited him one time a couple years ago. I think he don't do any podcast. He write on some big name like a elite prospect. He write for someone else. And he's well known, like a guy he followed by thousands and thousands of people. He create a lot of GVSA card. He create card for the players, their stat, individual players, and the projection, everything like that. That, that's the only thing I can tell you about him. I can see Winnipeg going from one to last season to Winnipeg bring even the wild card run. Montreal will compete with Ottawa for the fourth position in Atlantic. Um, Dak has no heart and he is not a team player. That is biggest problem besides and being a glass. Jeff need a new deodorant because this analysis is not good. And Mr. Nicolas de Bonne, welcome back in the house. By the way, in out to launch a statement, Barrett will up at the no rookie of the year. Analytic for standing is not good. Boston, Detroit, Buffalo don't see them there. Guy, does he have a channel? I will go on there and rip him a new one. J'inverserai Boston et Detroit for Nicolas. I agree with you about that one. And Tampa and Florida. Yeah. I'm surprised to see Tampa right there. You see, that's the biggest problem with him. Was not Jeff on the trailer? Mark, back boys. Hey, Frank, welcome back. For that, LDP, happy about that one, right? Salut, Luc Lafortune. Hey, guys, crazy work schedule, vacation stop, just checking, say hello. Go, Habs, go, Frank. We miss you, buddy. Hopefully see you around on that one. So, I give you an idea, guys. And nothing wrong, nothing big. I'm just sharing with you. I think I'm going to put this behind me all year long. We need to put something there to keep that one over there. My next information, guys, is about hold on, try to get there. We're going to be back on that one. I'll be back on that one. Hold on. I'm going to fix this one. Add right there. Add prediction right there. Then we have another expert, Corey Portman from Athletic. Scott Wheeler, Corey Portman work both on the Athletic. Does this for years about analytic prospect for each team. It is for the daily face-off. There are many people, elite prospect, does prospect. They study prospect and they become an expert. And not only prospect the NHL draft, but of course, other prospect inside already in Montreal Canadiens. So he select the Montreal Canadiens guys pipeline at 5th overall in the NHL. Nothing wrong. I'm not here to be against him. But I want to bring you and pay attention on that one. I'm going to give you his classification. And I want you to find something really wrong. I'm not going to tell you any tip. I want to see one of you are going to step up and tell me, Coach, what the heck he did. So pay attention for the next 30 seconds. 1 minute. So this is coming from Corey Portman, the Athletic website. I'm going to give you his first 5 players. Number 1, Sakoski. Number 2, Demidov. Number 3, Hudson. Number 4, Rebacker. Number 5, Budzik. Number 6, Michael Edge. Number 7, Kapanen. Number 8, Owen Beck. Number 9, Zarovsky. Number 10, Fowler. Number 11, Roy. 12, Rover. 13, Popanikis. 14, Tyler Top. 15, Volenkin. They have many other players, prospect, or honorable players, HH. But when you see that, are you agree with selection 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Would you like to move players up and down? Look about this. Tell me what is wrong with his selection right there. Coach, do you think Detroit improved enough to finish ahead of the Montreal? That'd be really tight, look. I don't think so, because I think they still have Chariot and other players like him, Justin Old on the D. The bottom six is there, but not like Montreal. I would say to you, look, at the end, it's differential of 3 points between both of them, and you could put Detroit, it would be finished Montreal. I'll be wrong, but I would go with Montreal a bit more, but not much for that one. Thanks again for everybody. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes et compte players who are young but still on the team. Sakowski Hudson are not longer prospect from his prospect because they are under 22 years old. That's the reason he does this. So he took every player play under 22 years old and they're still in the NHL. They are considered them his prospect, and that's how he ranked every team in NHL. For that one. But that's he put, are you agree he put Sakowski over Demidov and over Hudson? I disagree with that. On my opinion, right there, I put Hudson, Demidov, Sakowski, 1, 2, 3. Demidov, Hudson, Sakowski, 1, 2, 3. Rebacker, 4, not too bad. Bodzik, 5, I'm okay. But Michael Edge, Kapanen, Beck. You agree with that? Fuller at 10. I would put Fuller a little bit more higher. If you put Rebecca number 4, Fuller have to be higher there. And then il y a Roy, Rover, Bopanikis, Thorpe, et Volonkin. But you have something in the chat, guys. You have to tell me. You have something wrong there. You have to tell me something. Demidov and Hudson are the top 3 in the list, yeah. Hudson, Demidov should be 1 and 2. Fuller should be 5th. Volonkin, 10. My dark horse, Demidov is unproven. Get real. I disagree with you, Roy. This is why you guys, you don't get it sometimes. He did not play in the show, but everywhere. It's like, I will give you an example, Roy. When Connor McDavid show up in NHL, are you going to make us a statement said, McDavid is unproven, get real? When Connor Bedard show up in NHL, did you said, is unproven, get real? When Jack Hughes show up in NHL, did you said, is unproven, get real? And I will give you another one. Nico Escher is unproven, get real. When Matvei Michkov show up last year, did you said is unproven, get real? When we said Macklin Celebrini is unproven, get real. When Kaprizov show up in NHL, did we said is unproven, get real? When we see Kucherov is unproven, get real. That's my point here. Christian said Fuller should be higher. Roy said Roy is too high. Is it better to Popaknikis, Thorpe, Rover? I think so. That's the reason he's still there. Where Angstrom, Mark? That's a good one. PS is all based on 22 years old and younger. Look, Slav is more like number 3, I agree. All those players play in NHL and NA. They not play in NHL, Roy. They all play NCAA. They play on the KHL. They play on the SHL. They play on the CHL. They never play in NHL when they show up. Deg, what can I say, right? Unproven, get real. Did he rank them based on their level right now or on the future projection? Is the future projection? Well, this is a good question, PS. I think he saw what he saw before, and he project for the Montreal Canadiens overall for that. Here we go. Here we go. We got it. Where is Florent Jacquet? Exactly. That was the biggest problem I have with his selection, guys. Where is Florent Jacquet? I cannot believe it. Like, yeah, we can make mistakes sometimes, right? But how he cannot find Florent Jacquet on that list? I blew my mind. Then he said, Fuller, initial potential backup goalie. This guy said weird things to get view for that right, Gary. And then I go a little bit deeper. I go to other team guys. Like, because I do Chicago Blackhawks. He put Koczynski over Renzel, example. Like, he completely forget, I cannot remember. Like, he put West over Boisvert. Like, he makes some weird, and I understand you have 30 team, you have to, but if you do a homework, you cannot forget those players. You have to get all the players on each team who is part. But the worst on that, guys, he did not mention Florent Jacquet on his full article. Like, Florent Jacquet does not exist when the Montreal Canadiens for him. It hurt when I said that, not because of Florent Jacquet, because I like Corey Brockman as a man, like a human being. Like, he knows hockey, he knows prospect. But to talk about credibility, and you talk about, okay, now you're going to tell me something about something, and then you forget Florent Jacquet. Okay, one mistake. But then you go to other team, and then say, why this guy is over that guy? Why he's not in the top 15? It's hard. I've been there. I know, put a list. People disagree. But this is a big red flag right there, in my opinion. Coach, how many years does it take Fuller and the NHL? I'm going to surprise all of you guys. I will say 3 years. Next season, the following year, it will taste the NHL, and then after that, for Fuller. Florent has better chance que Thorpe or who? Yeah. That one. I just want to show you that it's nothing again tonight. I'm not against them. I'm just showing the things where they think they are expert, and at the end of the day, they are not. I want to finish with the subject of the night before we hit. Oh, I have a question of the night, guys, and then we'll go to my last subject, and then we'll go to the clash. But I have a question for you tonight. Good luck on that one. It's not an easy one, but let's try it if we can do it. First of all, guys, only 3 goalies have positive goal save above expected. The GSAX, Jeff Fresh, and each of the last 6 seasons, dating back to 2019-2020. There are only 3 goalies every year. They give you positive on the game on the goal save above expected. So, what happening, guys? The goalie get 3,000 shot. He gave 250 goals, but because he stopped many goals, he stopped many shots where they are high danger, and the team, opening team, should score 280 goals. But the goalie make big save. He did not give the goal. That's a save goalie goal above X. That's the best I can describe that. Anyway, Connor Hellebuck and Igor Chesterkin, who have combined to win 4 of the last 6 Vizina trophy, are the first 2. Who is number 3? Who has the last 6 goals 6 years? He has positive year after year as a GSAX. Good luck, everybody. We're going to put it's 1 minute. I agree, that's sloppy work from someone who considered pro as this, Nicholas. Yeah, Albert is not on the list. Unbelievable guy. Albert is over 24 at 23. Roger Ben Merrill and Owen Bratz will make the ad in the future. Interesting about Owen Bratz and Ben Merrill. Merrill playing the NCAA now, playing the BCHL last year. Poboski, look, if Alibak is number one, the list means nothing. A2, welcome back, A2, by the way. Thanks for all the life we got tonight. Quamper, Ron, Mark, defensively, not Skinner. Remember, guys, it could be a backup number 2, by the way. Every year they pick up positive on the GSAX. The minute is over. I'm going to give you about 10-15. Vasilevsky for Ghislain. Welcome back, Ghislain. Thanks for all the like we got tonight. Don't forget, guys, to subscribe at the Hockey Nation Show. Click on the likes, and also you can join us on the Discord. Look, Poboski, I was thinking, Guy. Here we go, guys. Because we don't get it, I don't want to stay too long here, guys. I'm going to surprise all of you on that one. I thought not many would get it, at least if you find the question on the internet. Randy, good try by Ottinger, by the way. Zorokin for run. Ghislain get 2 there. The answer, guy, was Stollards. Stollard with the Anaheim Ducks 6 years ago, 5 years ago. After that, he won the Florida Panthers, and then he was with the Toronto Maple Leafs last year. 5 years as a backup number 2, and then 1 year with that one. If you follow, guys, the baseball, Kyle Schwarber, I don't know for the Phillies, or maybe screw his last name, hit 4 home runs tonight for a total of 9 RBI for Kyle Schwarber, or Schwarber, I don't know how to see his name. Jake Allen, Vasilevsky compares to Lars, he's go for skin number 1. Told you, the list meant nothing, A2, about that one. So that was the question tonight, guys. I want to talk about the Montreal Canadiens at veteran role. And I make a quick, short video about this yesterday. But I think Montreal Canadiens have 3 players very important for this year. First is Brendan Gallagher. Gallagher has been with the Montreal Canadiens for a long, long time. A draft 5th round pick, a 5th round, I believe. He's been the soul, the heart of the Montreal Canadiens for years. He scored 30 goals for many couple of seasons with Montreal Canadiens. He played on the first line sometime with Dano, with Tatar. He got hurt for the last 4 years, not until the last 2 seasons. Last year, he scored, I believe, 21 goals. The year before, maybe 18 goals. He understood his role. And year after year, his role is getting less and less for the Montreal Canadiens. He still has 2 more years, final year contract. But what he brings, energy, work ethic, passion, his experience on the locker room and on the ice is going to play an important role for the Montreal Canadiens. When you have a young player like Lennartson, Demidov, Kaden Cooley, and all those young players been with the Montreal for only 3 years, 4 years or less, you need a Brendan Gallagher inside the Montreal Canadiens. You need a mix, a connection between the old player and the young players to teach them what it takes to be a professional hockey player. The maturity of Gallagher now is higher. He understood what he can do. Martin Louis understood also what he can give to Gallagher. Before he was on the power play, maybe this year he maybe still have a spot or not, I'm not sure. But Gallagher with 2 more years with the Montreal Canadiens, he's a future employee for the Montreal Canadiens. His wife is from Montreal. Everything turned that way for me. And this is an important player for the upcoming year for Montreal Canadiens. Don't expect too much, but Montreal need that kind of transition from the youngest core to the oldest core. And that's, I believe, for me, is very important for the Montreal Canadiens to get that one. On this, identification should have him about third in the Atlantic, not the league. Gallagher bled the CH. So the only problem I have with Galley is 6 million Gallagher gap. On that point right now, I understand that, but it was game before that. And again, I don't see a major problem for the Montreal Canadiens. It will help, but not a lot. My second player I want to talk about this is Josh Anderson. I think it's Julien or Jordan talk about Josh Anderson. 47 point is highest and the number of point in 1 year. 27 goal is his highest. With the Montreal Canadiens, he stopped at 32. With Montreal Canadiens, he did 2 seasons and 19 goals. But him, it's not about what Gallagher bring energy. It's Anderson bring physicality. The biggest forechecker for the Montreal Canadiens. The guy played a specific role last year for the first time on the PK. The guy get married. The guy understood now what he can do, what he can did a big role for the Montreal Canadiens for the upcoming season. The departure of Dvorak, Armia, Savard. 3 players, over 30 years old, well, almost 30 years old, but at least 9, 8 years in NHL. Their experience going to miss for the Montreal Canadiens. This is what Josh Anderson had to step up inside a locker room and be around the players. These 2 players Montreal need to be sure they continue to what they accomplished last year. They carry on that team with their leadership and their experience, and to make the young core to learn and to become better. This is my second veteran for the Montreal Canadiens. For that one, because my coach would be very important, 100% on that one. And my last one, I know you're going to not like it. I understand that. In French, we said the mal aimé. In English, we said the fans are always hammered every time. I understand, but here for me is very important players for me as the veterans. It's Mike Madison. Why, coach? Because Mike Madison is on final year contract. Mike Madison, for the last 2 years, get criticized a lot. But it was the biggest, not the biggest, it was the player play a ton of TOI. He deserves it or not, it's not my point here. But right now, the Montreal Canadiens core, other Alex Carrier, does not have. And Noah Thompson is maybe 5, 6 years. But my point behind that, Mike Madison has been a long time in the NHL. Same age like Josh Anderson. Final year contract. Josh Anderson got to go 2 more years. This year, the following year. He understood, he did last year, Mike Madison. He let Lane Hudson, he had no choice. He understood Lane Hudson to be on the power play number 1. He got power play number 2. Mike Madison, Martin St. Louis loved Mike Madison. Good or bad, it's not my point here. But until they are not sure, Montreal Canadiens staff management or guarantee they have 6 or 7 players can be better at Mike Madison. Because when they can lose Mike Madison, the transition right there will be good for the Montreal. Can Mike Madison become the next David Savard for me this year? Yes. By the fact he accepts his role. David Savard last year, it was difficult for him on the ice. But he accepts his role, play less minute. Mike Madison have to play less minute this year. Have to let play more outside and Cooley. Have to maybe not touch the power play. I don't know. I'm just sharing what I'm thinking. But if he does all the things like that, it's very important for Montreal Canadiens. He is another piece of the puzzle where his asset can increasing during the year, and he can make an asset could be trade a value at the trade deadline too, or he can finish with the year with Montreal Canadiens and he evaluate everybody if they think Mike Madison should be with the Montreal. I'm not here to tell you yes or no here tonight. But this is 3 players, I believe. The Montreal have a successful year. have to play a specific role with the Montreal Canadiens, have to accept the role, have to carry on that experience and leadership inside the Montreal Canadiens to be the transition core between the young players and the older player. You need a mix of those players inside of the team. I don't know if Josh Anderson, Mike Madison, Giovanni Caligo will be there for the next 3-4 years. That was not my point tonight. I just want to thank Kane. They are the three veteran players, I believe, play a specific role and a big role for the season 2025-2026. The rest, we're going to see that later. But this, what I believe, is the reason behind that. I probably use Madison Market would be essential to our success. Just did not overplay, exhaust him. Great point. Another piece of the puzzle is Martin Saint-Louis. He has to make the right decision on how he best use some of his players within. We have to find the right balance. Yeah, of course, Martin Saint-Louis is the head coach, but I was just talking about the players. All you said, guy, it makes sense to me, and you're right about that. For this part, no doubt in my mind, this part is real. But we're going to see what could happen for the Montreal Canadiens for the next upcoming season. For that. At 9:17, guys. I have to pick up my book. I'll be back in 30 seconds. The only time, guy, I'll give you that one over there. Maybe Mark can sing in the song right there. Don't go nowhere. Just give me about 15, 20 seconds. Here we go. I'm back. Not big deal. Was not big. I just want to need that one over there to take a note. We'll go to the clash at the end of the show. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. I appreciate that. Don't forget, we'll be back tomorrow night. The fun Friday night. Summertime consists tomorrow night. And we're going to do a fun Friday like we do. We're going to have some subject like we do tonight. But it's more, a little bit more about question and answer to have a good time together. And I'm glad I'm still not dark. I need to fix my behind me a little bit. The sun go in, so I need to black the window. My mic, it looked like better, but we're hanging there. We're still there. We're going to make it for the upcoming season. You're welcome for all the like. We missed one to get 40, I believe. You make my day. What happened, Pete? Can be the share, Gary. Myself was answer go to man. Coach, do you agree Montreal and Nashville have the worst center in NHL? We have to think more. I know Nashville is not great. I disagree because Nick Suzuki is good. And I disagree with you. The line on Montreal is better with Jake Evans. So I will come back to you and tell you my classification about that. For that. But Nashville is one of them. Here we go, guys. Question number one. The Pacific team will be in the Stanley Cup final. Are you agree or disagree? The last 4 seasons, it will be the 4th straight season a Pacific team would be in the Stanley Cup final. The Vegas or the Edmonton, honestly. Do you expect the same thing happening? I agree or disagree? I go with yes for me. Flame have the worst center. Randy, Coach, do you think Ab can bring goal again to Evan this year? Yes. Look, yes, for that. Run, go, yes. Luc Fortin, c'est no. No, not for the worst. No, I think you talk not this year. Mark Elliott. Guy, yes. Thank you, Nicholas. Not at all. On that one. We'll give you about 30 seconds. Billy, yes. I think I know, guys, because I'm going to make a spreadsheet. Whatever you're missing other show, I'll give you at least question you answer if you're right at the end. Ghislain, I agree. Awesome on that one. Pete, August, I get it also. Pacific team, not allowed. PS. All right, let's move on. Question number 2. If you answer yes, Randy. About that. Next one, guys. Can Adebak lead the most W in the NHL? Most win for Adebak. On that one. Adebak lead the most W in the NHL. Winnipeg can get 90 points. He's going to play 65 games. He's going to get 40 goals, 40. I say yes. On that one. Randy, Luke said no. Guy, no. Ron, no. Not this year, Mark. Look, no. Look, about the Pacific, Jet are falling fast for A2. Peter, Jet still solid team. I give you a yes for Peter. When we see Billy, PS, Ghislain, Randy, Nicholas, not at all. The whole now, I think so. No, for Luc. Billy, Peter, fini dans pas long. Oui, mon Nicolas. PS and Randy Walkman. PS, yes. Not many S, only me and PS. What's next? Do we need 2 more time? Pete August. Randy said no. I miss Pete August and Billy. Sorry, it's my next one, guys. McDavid win his 4 Hart Trophy. Yes for Pete. McDavid. Hart Trophy. Billy said yes for Adebak. Got it. I said no. I don't think it would be the best player of the year. Ron go with no. Randy, yes. Nicolas, yes. Mark, yes. Oh, Guy, yes. Nicholas, no. Look, yes. No, Luc Laverson, yes. Peter August. PS. Billy. Billy say yes. Sorry about that, Billy. PS. If you have an answer, PS, give it to us. Only missing you. The next one, guys. Gibson. More win at Dostal. Gibson was straight from the Anaheim Ducks to the Detroit. And now Dostal number one, Gibson number one. Do you expect Gibson more W at Dostal? Hart McDavid, no. Got it, PS. No, yes, no so far. Hey, Harry, welcome back. Gibson. More W at Dostal. I said no. I go with no on this one. He took it pretty hard. This hard. I hope he recover and forget that. Ron go with yes. Oh, me and Randy we out front. Pete, no. Gibson, not at all, Randy. Nicholas, not at all. One more one after that. Guy, yes. No, look. Thanks, Nicolas. No for Hart, PS. No for... yeah, I got it, PS. Ça va très bien, Harry, toi aussi. Gibson, yes for Guy. Got it. Billy, yes, Gibson. Tough one, but no for Ghislain. I will refresh stream. I think I was behind. That's why you got it, PS. Marc Elliott, Luc Fortin. No, Luc said no. I got it, Luc. No, Marc, you have it. Ça va très bien, toi. Marc Elliott, not at all. PS. You have to give me that answer there. Run, Harry. Here we go. Last one, guys. 6 player a plus with 100 points for the upcoming year. Yes or no? Tobias better que Gibson, but Detroit better que Anaheim. Just saying, yep, you're right. Yes, Gibson, more win. Got it, PS. On that one, I'll go yes. With 100 point a plus. Look, yes. Peter, yes. Nicolas said no. Bonne, not at all. Mark, yes. Guy, yes. Yes, PS. Billy, oui. Nicholas, not at all. Luc Fortin, Ghislain, Randy. Absolutely, yes, for Randy, I got it. I think Miss Ghislain and Luc Fortin. Des fois, I miss, guys, you go back to back, I miss it. That's a 2-1 over there. And that's all. That's pretty good, guys. I feel good. Why you talking? Look, not by clothes. Bonne nuit, Maury. Sorry about that. On this one, here we go. That's I'm happy. Why are you happy, Coach? Because I see Luc Lafortune and Luc Fortin tonight. Was my second live stream live here, and I feel good. I feel comfortable about my mic, my camera, and my lights. and to be with you. I just need to sleep better. Oh, the dog, the chicken, the noise. But we have buffalo behind. We have a cow. It's interesting. Anyhow, this is the night tonight, guys. It was funny fun. We want to thank Ron Luciano, the moderator, Archie Calabro quickly on the news update, not many things. And all of you participate are all different subject. A lot of people active tonight. Thanks, Nicholas, to be with us. Luc Fortin, welcome back, by the way. Some of you come back for the first time or they come back for a long time, did not see you. And it's fun to see that. It's what we're looking for all the time. And the hockey is coming back. We're going to get more people. I try to turn the channel. I try to improve myself. And we need to be positive. That's the most important thing. Coach from Luc, did you see the puck monkey and the jungle yet? No, but look, I chant for the black menu for the monkey bar. We have a monkey bar and correct. J'espère qu'elle a bien venu, même si je ne suis pas venu beaucoup cet été. Pas de problème, Nicolas, on te comprend. On va te revoir un peu plus tard dans l'été. Dans l'hiver, je n'ai pas de problème avec ça. Mon Harry, have an amazing, great night, mon Harry. And then, Randy, thanks to see you, my friend. Hopefully, you're going to join the Discord if you want to join the Discord at any time. That's all we got tonight, guys. Great night to be with you. And the only reason we get better, and is because of what, Coach? Is because
you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you.
You can make it friends by to sign up on the Hockey Nation. Tell your friend to add more subscribers. We're looking for 10,000. You can become a member of the channel. You can become a member on my Patreon. You can follow me at the Hockey Hot Stove at the fan side. You can also follow the Hockey Nation on the Discord, of course. And you can contribute on many ways to keep you. You said, oh, Coach, it's only $1. Who cares? The $1 multiplied by 100 is 100 more per month. That changed completely the channel at the end of the year. So we thank all of you guys. Can't wait to see you tomorrow night. Until then, my friend, the hockey, be well, BL, find a way not only to dominate your day, but find a way to dominate the second half of what? Someone was said 2025. It's funny because I always work on the left side. Now everything on my right side, I'm a little bit disturbed with that. The Hockey Nation, the Ab Nation, in all the jungle and the Thailand. Now I want to tell you one more thing. We love you, friends. Have a great night, everybody. Good night, Mark, Harry, everybody. I can wish you tomorrow night. Until the next time, my friend. Oh. I know the song is over, but the booyah is coming anyway. Boy, booyah, everybody. Good night, everyone. See you tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m.